Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
Hey guys, welcome to another video, Texas Outdoorsman. We got Eli and we got Cohen here with us. We're gonna bring y'all what we use and what works during dove season here in East Texas for us. We show y'all from start to finish exactly what we use, how we set up, and what we do. So hopefully you can have a great hunt just like we do. Maybe pass on some knowledge that we've gained from other people, places, and just doing it over the course of a lifetime. Without further ado, the first thing you need when you go dove hunting is going to be the shotgun. Eli shooting the Beretta A300 20 gauge. Cohen shooting the Mossberg 500 410. And I'm shooting the Benelli Super Black Eagle 320 gauge. Shotgun is by far the first thing you need in order to get in the dove field and start killing those delicious bacon wrapped flying creatures. Correct? Yes. Your hair is crazy. So shotgun is number one on the list. To go with your shotgun, you got to have your shells. So I'm going to explain the shells real quick just so you kind of get an idea of exactly what you need to get when you go to the store. If you're not familiar with how to pick a dove shell or exactly what you're looking at on the box, we're going to go over it right now. So this is just Academy brand wing and clay 20 gauge Monarch dove shells. So what you're looking for here when you go to the store, you're going to look for the gauge. This is the gauge that you use, whether it be 410, 12 gauge, 20 gauge, so on and so forth. 2 3/4 inches. You need to also match this up with your shotgun and make sure that your chamber can accept this number right here. This is the length of your shell. 1,300 feet a second is what this stands for, and that's how fast your shot is traveling when it exits the muzzle. 7/8 ounce is the amount of weight that is inside the shell. So this is how heavy the load is. 7.5 shot. This is how big around the pellets are inside the shell. So dove hunting predominantly, you'll want to stick with either a 9, 8, 7.5, or in the late season dove, maybe a 6 shot. And if you're hunting white wings, they're kind of a bigger, heavier dove than what we have around here, which is mostly mourning dove and Eurasians mixed in. But we don't have a lot of white wings. So this is kind of the go-to. It's $10 a box. It's cheap. It's been good to us, especially in dove season. The duck shells, that's a whole nother video. But these are what we use while we're dove hunting. And Cohen over there with the 410, he shoots the Monarchs 410, 2 3/4 inch non-shots. That's what he shoots in his 410. So now that we got the shells done, let's go to the next thing. So the next thing that you absolutely have to have when you go to the dove field is exactly what we're doing right now. We're sitting on them, chairs. So Eli, do you want to show them, kind of stand up and hold your chair up? So this is just a normal dove stool. You can get it from any local sporting goods store. They're a dime a dozen, 10, 15 bucks. It's got a shoulder strap for you to be able to carry. It folds up. It's got a pouch underneath that unzips. You can put shells or your downed birds in here, whichever you prefer, or water bottles or beverages, whatever you prefer while you're in the dove field, that pouch is there for you. The fourth thing, once you've got your shotgun, your shells, your chair, perfect. Where are you going to put the shells? We all prefer to wear the dove vests. They love them. It's what I've grown up wearing. It's just a simple vest that you can get from Academy, Walmart, Bass Pro Shops. It's got a pouch here in the back for you to put your downed birds in. If you have to walk, if you don't have a dog and you're going to pick up your own birds, you can put them in this pouch in the back. And it also has a shell pocket up front. It's got one on the left side and one on the right side. We like to dump a box of shells per pouch because, you know, we're going to shoot all 3 times every time. Yeah. Isn't that right, boys? Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. And you can also wear a belt that holds your shells.
Yep. Like Eli was saying, they make belts for your shells as well. So if you're not into having a bulky vest on, they make belts. Or you can also just set your shells next to you on the ground and put your dove on your lap. Or I would caution you, make sure if it's your first time dove hunting and you don't know this, make sure you're not setting your birds on the ground, because you might shoot a couple, go get them, put them on the ground. You're waiting on more. Everything kind of gets discombobulated. You're shooting more dove. They're going down. You're making a pile. And before you know it, you look down and there's fire ants all over your birds. It's a common thing here in Texas. We never put the birds on the ground because they'll be covered in fire ants by the time you get to them. We always put them in the vest. We put them in the chairs. We put them on a table if we're lucky enough to have a table by us. Just so on and so forth. Just word of caution: don't put your birds on the ground. They'll get covered in fire ants, and it's a booger to get all the ants off without getting stung. So moving on, I think we're going to go. Let's show them the most important piece of the puzzle, the main thing we use. Cohen, do you want to pick it up and turn it on? So this is a Mojo spinning wing decoy. Takes 4 AA batteries, stabs into the ground. We always put one out at about 25 yards where the birds can see it from a distance. And this it's not guaranteed to work every time, but most of the time if a dove gets within sight of it, they're going to come and do at least a pass by to check it out. A lot of times these dove will decoy right into it. It's wild. And it really makes the game unfair. It's a very good attractant. And I think out of everything that we're about to go through on the decoy side, the spinning wing decoy is by far the most effective tool you can have in your toolbox when you're dove hunting. All right, you want to turn that one off, buddy? Eli, you want to turn that one on? So this is a Mojo Flocka Flicker. We'll have one Mojo spinning wing decoy out, and you can get a 4-pack of these Mojo Flocka Flickers at any of your local sporting goods stores for $49. So we'll take 4 of these and place them at various distances, 10 foot away from the spinning wing, go 10 foot on the other side of it, put another one down, just so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Spread them out. They're on the ground. They just flash. They turn on, they turn off. And they're a really, really good eye catcher for the dove whenever they're flying by as well. They'll catch the flash of that, and that moves us into the full body dove decoy. We use these quite often. Actually, every time, whenever we're going out, we'll set 12 full body dove decoys, 4 Mojo Flocka Flickers, and 1 spinning wing dove decoy. And the boys were just saying, they have clips on the bottom, so if you're hunting by a barbed wire fence or anywhere that you can clip these on and mimic a dove sitting there at rest, like you see when you go scout or whatever. Very handy tool. So we'll set 10, 12 of these on the ground, spaced out like they're feeding, with 4 Flocka Flickers intermittently placed in between it, and 1 spinning wing decoy like it's landing into the spread. That gets you through the decoy aspect of the dove hunt. So we've got to the field, we've got our shotguns, we've got our shells, we've got our chairs set up, we know our area. You don't have to be hidden perfect for dove. They're not like ducks. Just make sure you're up against a tree line, up against a grass line. You have a good backstop. You're in the shade because it's going to be hot out there. Make sure you bring some water with you. So you're going to be set up. You'll set up your chairs. You're going to put your Mojo spinning wing decoy 25 yards out in front of you with it faced whichever way. I like to face the wings where the sun will catch it the best, so it glares and catches their attention. You need 12 decoys out there, full bodies, and 4 flock of flickers. That's how we set up. You don't have to have that much. 1 spinning wing decoy, a chair, shotgun, and shells will do more than you'll ever need out in the dove field. If you're where the birds are at, you can't beat that. I wanted to come with you real quick and give you an idea of what we do and how we do it and what you might need to think of to take for your first dove hunt, for your millionth dove hunt. We just like to get on here and create videos for people to get some use out of what we have to say, if it's worth anything at all. But I love doing this with my boys. We're going to have an awesome season this year, right? That's what I'm talking about, and we'll get after it. Eli wants to tell you, don't forget the sunglasses. It's a must. Don't forget the sunglasses. Don't forget the water. If you're taking a dog, guys, make sure you're introducing your dog to the heat before the first dove hunt. Make sure you take water for him. Make sure your dog's able to be in the shade and cool down, and you have something to get the feathers out of the dog's mouth, because the feathers kind of just blow up in there and it's hard for them to get it out. And having something at least to wet their mouth and get the feathers out is really helpful. So if you have any questions about, introducing a dog to the heat or signs to watch for, anything like that, don't hesitate. Drop a comment below and I'll answer everything we can. But that's it for today. I hope we helped you, and I hope you get a little bit of something out of what we had to say. If you have any questions on where we got our items, or if you have a question about anything you bought, that if you want to know if it's silly or if it might work or whatever, leave a comment below. We'll be happy to talk to you. That's it for these Texas Outdoorsmen today. We're going to get after it. Y'all check us out on the videos coming up this dove season. It's going to be awesome.